Right, okie dokie. Part 2, Semmitry. Is that it? Semmitry? Semmitry. We'll say Semmitry. Yeah. Series 6, Episode 4, Part 2. Rab is in hospital with cancer, and he was rushed into hospital, and the doctor was speaking like he wasn't going to see the morning. Never mind the wedding. But, you know, as I said, we know he's not going to die, because then the series would end, and it's far from over. So, yeah. Let's just see what happens.
And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption is drawn.
Oh!
You're right, Mr. Nesbitt.
I don't. Oh, God. What time is it?
Thursday. You've been unconscious for 3 days.
Oh. Wow. No new there then, eh? Oh, I had a terrible dream there. A nightmare. I dreamt there was a Church of Scotland minister sitting in my bed trying to give me hope. I could feel the life drawing right at me.
I don't think that was a dream.
The Reverend Ives, the hospital padre, that's him over there.
Mr. Nesbitt.
Oh, God.
We've just been praying for you. Have you thought about letting God enter your life?
No, you're all right, pal. God and I's got this wee arrangement. He doesn't enter my life, and I don't break into his kingdom and knock his video shite in his carpet. Sounds fair to you.
It would be to your benefit, you know. Yes, faith can provide great consolation for those in trouble.
Aye, well, you see, that's your faith, you see. I have my own faith.
You have?
Aye, I worship the devil in all his works. As a matter of fact, the wife and I's having a wee satanic ritual next week. Nothing formal, you understand, you know. Sex orgy, drug-induced trance, maybe a wee spot of human sacrifice. Why don't you pop round after evensong if you fancy a mystery shag?
I'll take that as a no, shall I?
No way did Rab just ask the Reverend to come round to his house if he fancies a mystery shag.
Let's start. Looks like you've made a friend there, eh?
It's not enough that I beat cancer. Now this bastard's going to try and bore me to death.
Can I just correct a false impression here? You haven't beaten cancer. You've still got it.
See, call me pedantic, but should we not be indulging in a spot old-fashioned role-playing here, eh? Should you not be hitting me with one or two cuddly euphemisms like, where there's life, there's hope, and together we can beat this thing and all that kind of shit? That's what happened.
Oh, that kind of shit.
Look, you're not a fool.
Look,
this is a terminal
yeah.
ward.
Come here.
Look around you.
Terminal
We're stuffed
ward.
to overflowing with patients dying on the cheap from painful and degrading diseases.
What?
You want it straight, I've given it to you. Now, is there anything else? Because I have other patients to attend to.
Just one thing. What are the odds here? I mean, what chance have I got?
You're a government man, aren't you?
One second, guys. This has just fallen down. And it was with my other winner. Now that's disappeared. Where the fuck is it? Move, Max. I don't want to run over you with the wheels. Ah, here it is. Yeah. There we go. Right, carry on.
But the same chance Rangers have of winning the European Cup.
Oh, well done. Not much chance, eh?
Laying another log in the furnace. I'm coming in.
What a friend we have in Jesus, all our griefs and sins to bear. What a privilege to carry.
Hell of a sorry to hear about Rab, Mary Hen.
Absolutely devastated, Mary.
I just wanted to thank you and the boys for offering to do the funeral party for us. It's a big help.
No bother, Mary. We know it's been a difficult time for you.
See that?
Funeral. Right. Again, I know he's not going to die. Because I've seen the pictures, you know, when I look for the thumbnail pictures, and there's pictures of Rab when he's much older. So I know he's not going to die, but what interests me is, how are they going to get out of this? You know? They're so sure he's going to die. So what are they going to do to change it? You can have that, Max.
That again. Gash getting married, Rab at death's door. It's just good to know you've got friends you can count on.
Mary, what can I say? Well, if there's anything I can do, anything at all...
Thanks, Jamesy.
Listen, maybe once, Rabs.
No.
Maybe once somebody who's just got a message for you.
Maybe it's Jamesy.
You know, maybe he's wanting that same somebody to sit down and just talk with you. And there needs to be a shoulder to cry on, to dry a tear for your eye, and maybe even as a friend, just to throw a leg on you, undo your plans, do your way.
Aye, I get the picture, Jamesy. Cheers.
She's going to have to snap out it. She can't grieve her Rab forever, you know.
Take it easy, James. He's not dead yet.
Oh, actually, got to make me feel...
Exactly, he's not even dead yet and he's already trying to line up his wife. Wow.
We better get up the horse. Are you ready, sir?
What an arsehole.
We've got a Brookside omnibus taped.
See ya.
Stay right where you bloody well are. Now, you lady, you can go and run your arse up a cheese grater for all I care. But you boy are coming with me.
Hey, wait a minute. Just
Wait nothing. Your dad has to get time to wait, has he? And if he dies while you're sprawled across a park or no with your digit up her shug watching the telly, you'll regret it for the rest of your life.
Again.
Across a park or no with your dad has to get time to wait, has he? And if he dies while you're sprawled across a park or no with your digit up her shug watching the telly, you'll regret it for the rest of your life. Now, do you want that in your conscience or do you know? And what the hell are you looking at?
all right. If you put it that way. See you later, Matt.
See you, Gash.
She does right. It's horrible.
Boys, they're all the same, aren't they?
What are you doing?
Of course, maybe what you need is not a boy, but a mature man.
Really?
Well, there's a
mature man? Well, she's sat at the wrong table then, isn't she?
fine line between mature and rancid, isn't there, Mr. Cotter? But if I ever develop a taste for shagging the living dead, I'll be sure to be your phone.
What are you looking for, Jamsie?
I could have sworn I'd a pair of boys when I came in here.
Rob.
Da. Some bad news, Ma.
Oh, no.
I'm just kidding, he's only sleeping.
Irresponsible,
You horrible little bastard.
Not with your daughters.
It just makes me miss wee Bernie even more. At least, you know, it was only verbal, attacking his dad, and it was always hilarious.
He did.
He's just a spiteful little... See you next Tuesday.
No change to speak of. Little bursts of energy between great prolonged drafts of sleep.
Sounds like my dad, all right.
Go and get to, will you?
Yeah.
Gallows humour,
Go and
Ma.
get to fuck.
Just nerved up, no?
Bollocks.
I'm
just
afraid
an
at
arsehole.
this
You always
stage,
have
length of
been.
survival comes down to how strong the will is to live. Otherwise, the danger is he just gives up the ghost and drifts off quietly in his sleep. The Reverend Ives here has been trying to offer some support.
Get that nonsense! Don't call him
He's no deed yet.
If there's anything I can do, Mrs. Nesbitt.
Oh,
Thanks.
he's no deed yet.
You.
Mary, did you get me that wee message?
Aye, I did, Rob.
Bottle of booze.
If you ask me, you've been hell of a
Fag.
stupid.
Oh, aye, right enough. I could get cancer, couldn't I?
For it is better if the will of God be so that ye suffer for well-doing than suffer for evil-doing. For Christ also...
What the hell?
Takes you back, doesn't it?
Just for the unjust.
Basket weaving, that's for dafties, that. Remember?
In the school service,
Therefore,
the three most
since
terrifying
Christ
words
suffered
in the English language. Let
arm
us
yourselves also
pray.
with the same.
You knew then you were in for about 20 feet of blank verse with a numb bum at the end of it.
Would you care to join us, Mr. Nesbitt?
What? For the Masonic version of Christianity?
Why is there a poster in the background of this shot that says, have a break, have a kumquat? I've always wanted to try a kumquat. They look really tasty. Like, you know, I can just tell by looking at them. They're like small oranges, aren't they? Or they're supposed to be. But they look, just when you look at them, they look like they'd be the most sweet, juicy, tasty orange flavour that you'll ever taste. But you can't buy them anywhere round here. There's no supermarkets that sell them in my town. Because they're not, you know, they're not cheap. They're not like your normal, you know, extra value pack satsumas from Aldi. They're expensive. But if I could find them, I'd buy them. I've always wanted to try them. They look so tasty.
And lo, 3 Protestants came from the Eastern Star, bearing gifts, gold, frankincense, and Nick Faldo Golf Club. And they looked upon the Saviour and said, Verily, I think he looketh a bit papal to me. Look at the way his eyebrows meeteth in the middle.
Meeteth in the middle.
Look at the way his booties waggle when we showeth him the video of Riverdance. Nevertheless, we shall call him Finlay. Finlay Kirstophen Christ. We shall pamp his name down for St. Andrews, and we shall buy him a helm and imp for his 21st. Oh, you're all right. I think I'll just have a...
Hillman imp. Have you ever seen a Hillman imp? It's a car. They're actually quite desirable, to be honest. You know? They look a bit like... you know, a bit like an Opel Kadett. But just a bit different. If I'm thinking of the right... Well, I think I am.
Fagging.
Say, why does the sound keep
Name down.
popping off as soon as I pause?
Finlay Kirstophen Christ. We shall pamp his name down for St. Andrews.
Yeah.
And we shall buy him a helm and imp for his 21st. Oh, you're all right. I think I'll just have a...
I'd be happy with a Hillman imp for my 21st.
There's no smoking in here. You realise that?
It's a hospital rab.
You might show some consideration for the rest of us.
Oh, all right enough. Right.
Oh my God!
I wouldn't...
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I've only just realised who that is. It's Bobby! Jesus, I didn't even realise. It's Gavin Mitchell. He just looks really different. You know? I haven't seen him when he was young. I've only seen him when he was in Still Game or after that when I saw him in The Last SARS. So, when he's older. But I haven't seen him when he was younger. Jesus Christ. He looks like an old man even back here, doesn't he? Bloody hell, Gavin Mitchell. Well, how about that?
Oh, you're all right. I think I'll just have a fag instead.
There's no
Fuck's sake.
smoking in here. You realise that?
Yes. You might show some consideration for the rest of us.
Oh, all right enough, right enough. I wouldn't want to damage your health, and I'm not with
That's not the point. Our time is at least as valuable as yours.
You want a cigarette? You come out here and you patch it out. There you are. I'm 1/4 alive, and you buggers is 3/4 dead, so that kind of evens up the score, doesn't it? I am heartily sick of you, holy bastard.
Holy bastard!
Yeah, pans at your jaw.
Pans at your jaw!
I tell you.
Don't you people better things to do with your time?
We're hanging around here waiting to die.
What would you suggest?
Ludo?
Ludo? Go on, Bobby.
You need to ask me twice. I'm out of here.
You do right.
Rab's funeral fanny list. I hope you've been doing your research. Okay, we'll start with 3C. Janice Hunter. Right. Rab's funeral fanny list.
Rab's funeral fanny list.
I hope you've been doing your research. Okay, we'll start with 3C. Janice Hunter.
Married. Ah, but her man died last year.
Excellent. Maggie Berry.
Husband's deed. Coronary.
Yes. Now, keep it going. We're on a roll here. Now, the Barbarella of St. Metalworks High. Wilma Scott. Oh, please, God, make her man be on his third triple bypass.
Even better, he ran off with a teenage temptress.
Oh, yes. Not only available, but vulnerable.
Not only that, she's
Sounds a bit rapey.
living round the corner. I spoke to her on the phone. She said she'll come over later to discuss the arrangements.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. What a send-off is it going to be? Do you realise that all the fanny we missed on the first time round was going to come walking through that door?
All we need now is for Rab to croak it.
All right, boys.
Yes, pair of
Rab,
bastards that
what
you
are
are.
What do you think? I bust out the hospital.
Bust out?
What's the matter with you? Is there no place to see me?
Aye,
No, they're not.
over the moon.
He needs
No.
better mates.
Not really. Tell him, Ander.
Well, tell him, Jamsie.
Well, naturally, Rab, my heart sings to see you. It's a bit of a bummer as well, seeing as how we're planning your wake.
My wig?
His string vest.
All right, Rab. You're looking well.
Look, Rab, no offence. It's just that we're expecting some birds to come round, so, well, gonna piss off.
And you mean that in a caring 90s sort of way, Rab?
Oh, aye, Rab. I mean, if it was anything else but birds, eh? I mean, you understand, don't you?
I'm not sure I do, Jamsie.
It's no bother.
You lousy piece of shite that you are.
No, it's no bother. I'll,
Right, who's next?
Wanker.
barely caught the mood of the moment there, eh?
As if I didn't hate Jamesy enough after his fucking... what he did a couple of episodes ago, but that's it now. I'm on a different fucking level. What a cunt. All three of them.
Customers bust out of here in the past, but most of them tend to stay out. They don't usually bust back in
The
again.
one with the moustache is alright. It looks like John Cleese. He's the least worst, but the other two... yeah.
Same afternoon.
Yeah, well, I never said I was pappy on him, did I? You buggers didn't keep us in the dark. Might not feel the need to bust out. Maybe come to terms with what was happening to us.
Aye. Maybe you're right. And that's why I've asked you in for this wee chat. Have a drink?
I don't want to drink. It's not a big one, don't bother dirtying the glass.
And
I have a test.
I'd like you to have a look at this.
Measuring whatever it is.
An ugly bastard, isn't it?
Are you kidding? I call this one Cindy Crawford compared to some of the spinal jobs I've worked on.
You've got quite a personal interpretation of bedside manner, haven't you?
If it's consolation you're after, maybe you should be speaking to the minister.
As I said,
Oh, aye.
I would prefer if doctors were a bit more to the point.
I gave up my taste for
Like
shite
this.
and onions years ago in the life, boys. On you.
And then I can tell you, your survival chances are slim. Gastric cancer is normally fatal unless it can be treated surgically.
So, a quick wee snip and then it's you and I up the David Lloyd Club for a game of tennis, eh?
Yours can't be treated surgically.
What made me think you were going to say that? Take another look at my nose. For God's sake, there must be something you can do. You bastards don't know anything.
We don't know enough, Mr. Nesbitt. I wish the hell we did. Look, I'll have a word with the senior consultant, but I doubt if he'll tell us anything we don't already know. So, don't build your hopes up, okay?
Well, thanks very much for your time. A useless bag of pussy you are. Call yourself a doctor. You couldn't cure a herring.
I'm only a doctor, Mr. Nesbitt. I'm not a miracle worker. And thanks for your time. It's much more precious than mine.
All right. So it's not his fault. I know that, right? But when somebody tells you you're going to croak, you don't exactly tend to say, oh, well, thanks very much for that information. Do join me for a sherry in the afterlife. You do not, boy. You feel your heart sink, your bowels open, and your life pissing down that big black drain to nowhere.
I'll see how it... Oh, Mr. Nesbitt.
There it is. That fantastic acting that was there in Mother. Not as much this time, but just enough for me to appreciate it. Very good.
I'll see how it... Oh, Mr. Nesbitt.
Oh, God.
We're just going to hold a wee service for Tim. You remember the HIV positive who died last week? Would you care to join us?
You never give up, do you? I'll tell you what, the day you sing a song that's worth singing, that is the day that I'll join you. Not until.
As you wish. Before our good friend Tim died, he made a very...
What the fuck's going on?
Instead of a hymn,
Settle,
he wanted
Wallopers.
us to sing his favourite song, which was very close to his heart. I hope you'll bear with me as I try to do it justice. At first I was afraid, I was petrified, kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. And I spent so many
Fair's fair, a deal's a deal.
No.
That's the government equivalent of the Lord's Prayer there, you know.
How to get along.
Now you're talking my language.
And so you're back from outer space. Sing, you bastard, sing!
Sing, you bastard, sing!
Right, and Wilma wouldn't turn up. And I'd even to unblock the U-bend before Ina'd give us a pass out.
What's so bad about that?
Without a brush.
What is it with you wimps? Ain't you never been out in beaver patrol before? He's no know that the beavers is cautious. He's no watched David Attenborough. Right.
Do you?
When David Attenborough, he will lurk behind twigs for days.
Surprised you haven't popped up on one of his shows.
Just waiting for an animal
You know
to
what I
tap
mean.
its kegs. Then, once it's got its kegs off, he's in there straight away with his camcorder, right up the bush, getting a lot. You mark my words, right? David Attenborough is so good, he could work for readers' wives. And why? Because David Attenborough's smart. He's wily. He's what? Wilma! Wilma Scott!
That's me, all right. Terrible news about Rab, isn't it?
Oh, come down. Oh, sod Rab. Why don't we go back to your house and just rummage
Sod
about in
Rab.
drawers in a past? Oh, Wilma, you look brilliant. You haven't changed at all.
Maybe not, but I have.
Wilma!
That's me. The Barbarella of St. Metalwork High.
Wilma?
You've already met
Times
my daughter. Marvellous for her age, ain't she, Mr. Cotter? You know, people
Right.
often mistake us for sisters.
All right. You sure not just take the
No,
piss?
they don't.
Say no, James.
Oh, Wilma.
Well. Oh, he's bald. I mean, well, he was already. We haven't seen it yet.
Pinched these out of the doctor's office. I know you're supposed to be brave, resilient and plucky right up to the end. I cannot be arsed. You see, the way I look at it is,
That's fine.
life is like a party. You should always have a good grace to go before you're asked to leave.
I'd rather go now. Well, I still got my wits about me, you know, than end up doolally with rusks dribbling down my chin. And some wee camp male nurse with sensitive hands gives me 4 more bed baths a day than I actually need. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, dear.
Yep. Cheers. How nice, actually. I know. Me class. Right up to the last.
Oh my God!
Dr. Ford?
That's him coming round now. Inconsiderate swine.
Aye. He's the type who gives people like us a bad name.
What have I done? What have I done?
You tried to top yourself, you selfish bastard. You've been spark out for 36 hours.
I hope my snoring didn't keep you all awake.
Oh, don't apologise to us. Apologise to him.
Aye. He's been sat there praying for you non-stop since you were found.
I don't know. You're gonna die anyway, so where's the point in topping yourself?
I had no option but to top myself. The telly was shite. No choice but to start thinking. Always a minefield for scum to blunder into.
Say that again?
I was being ironic, you witless tosser that you are. And I'll tell you this, if I have pulled through this coma, it's got bugger all to do with players and everything to do with luck. Yeah, that, there's some bugger up there having a bloody good laugh at my expense. Look at the facts, boy. Look at the facts. I want to live, so it gives me a terminal illness. I want to top myself, so
It keeps you alive. Yeah.
Then, the best it is, wait till the punchline. I've still got the terminal disease. Talk about laugh. Talk about bloody laugh. So say no prayers for me, boy. Don't you talk to me about bloody prayers.
Mr. Nesbitt, you've come round. The prayers must have worked then, eh? Something I said?
Yeah. Yeah. And you're absolutely sure about this, Sir Alistair? Well, we've been trying him on those for about a week now. OK, well, I'll notify his next of kin. Thanks for your time.
Let me guess. He's in remission.
It isn't easy having faith, you know.
Oh, I know, it can't be easy for you, right enough. I mean, there you are, labouring at the cold face of Christian thought every day, twice on a Sunday, and on a measly 20,000 a year stipend, free bungalow and a tax-deductible Ford Mondeo. Christ, you're practically Francis of Assisi.
Listen, Reverend, it's none of my business, but would you like me to slip him a little injection? We do it all the time. His family will never twig.
No, thanks very much for offering, but...
All right, calm down, Lucy.
Rennies, if you don't mind.
Listen, you hearing me, lady. He knows what I think. Faith is the substitution of emotion for evidence.
So that's to be your level, is it, eh? All right, then, let's swap cliches. To a religious mind, atheism is the most conventional way of being unconventional. Pontoon to me, I think, eh?
Give me 10 minutes and I'll come back with an ad lib. Fair pulled out with a hat, didn't it? No! Oh, no!
Oh, God.
No.
And it's the third round of this vital Booper Cup tie between HIV United and...
Look at these twats on the balcony.
Cancer Unathletic. And the slim midfield between HIV United and Cancer Unathletic.
HIV United and Cancer Unathletic.
The slim midfield genius, Nesbitt kicks off For an athletic! Hey!
Come on, HIV! Into these slapping molly bastards!
Alright, calm down, Gordon Ramsay from Wish.
Cancer! Get right into these skinny fellas! Right!
When you up this skinny!
Get it above. We're not terminals here. How do you get time to serve a suspension?
We're all terminal here. We haven't even got time to serve the suspension.
Come on, hey! What are you doing here? It's no visiting time.
Tell him, Doctor.
Mr. Nesbitt, about 10 days ago, I ran the results of your test past Sir Alistair Devon, a visiting consultant. His verdict was that you'd been misdiagnosed. Yours is a low-grade B-cell non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is occasionally treatable with simple antibiotics.
So, they've been slipping me antibiotics along with your painkillers. Tell him, Doctor.
Mr. Nesbitt, it's simple. You're going to get better.
Do you hear that, Rap? What do you say to that, eh?
What?
Don't you take a push out of me, you twisted bum,
You think he's lying?
I still can't take this in. How'd it happen again?
Like I said, Mr. Nesbitt, there's a chance that your condition would respond to good old-fashioned antibiotics.
Oh, dear.
It happens in under 10% of cases. The odds were against you, but you got lucky.
Lucky? Why, that's a first for us, Mary, eh?
Aye. Me and you can say for some poor souls, eh?
What in the name, look?
Ah, Mr. Nesbitt. Huh? A wee bit of role reversal, eh? Your turn to pray for me now.
Aye, well, you know me. Aaron for the laugh, eh? All the best.
Listen, I better go. Oh, by the way, next time I give you good news, remind me to stand further back, eh?
Oh, look, everyone's back in the pub pretending to give a shit about him again. Ah.
2, 3, 4. I will survive.
I wouldn't want to see him. I'd never see him again. No. My son included.
We always knew you'd pull through that. We never stopped praying for you, did we?
No.
Oh, we're so glad to see you, Rab. We never stopped praying for you, did we? Oh, no, it's not like what this time yesterday you were planning to, you know, make a move on Mary as soon as you fucking croaked it. Piss off. You arsehole.
You see that, man? I didn't realise I had that many friends.
Welcome home, Rab. Remember us?
You don't.
Oh, Mary doll! Meet the Spice Girls!
We're like the old Spice Girls.
The wife of that posh fella from last series is more of a friend to him than these guys.
Janice Hunter, very pleased to meet
Yeah.
you. Wilma Scott, excuse me. Oh, no offence.
Punch her. Mary, punch her. Punch her, Mary.
I don't you
Mary
worry
don't.
about it all. She's used to it. People are doing that to me all the time, you know.
Ah, don't you get above yourself. I get my offers as well. Don't I, Jamsie?
Great to see you back, Rab.
Shit house.
One that. What?
You dirty bastard!
Nice!
Business as usual, Mary, yeah?
Business as usual, Rab.
Business as usual.
You cup of tea, eh?
Cup of tea, Rab.
Oh dear. There he is, Gavin Mitchell. well that ends well. I mean, I've already mentioned it enough times. We all knew he was going to live and pull through. But as I said, the interesting thing is seeing how they do it. And they went with, he was misdiagnosed and he had some form of low-risk lymphoma that can be treated with antibiotics. And it turns out that they've been giving him antibiotics all the way through his treatment. So, yeah, he really did get lucky, didn't he? Yeah. Is that accurate, though? Is there a type of cancer that you can treat with antibiotics? You know? I mean, it's not it's serious, you know. There's no simple cancers. But anyway, he's alive. We knew he was going to live. But yeah, this episode, in terms of what it achieved, just managed to push Jamsie even further down the pecking order for me. He is a real piece of shit in terms of being a friend to him. He's just literally, like, I know it's a comedy and I know it's not supposed to be taken seriously or whatever, but he literally, as soon as he heard that Rab had been told that he was going to die, he was planning to move in on his wife. You know, I mean, that, you never heard of the bro code, you piece of shit that you are. So yeah. And I was annoyed at his son as well, but he kind of made up for it by cracking him in the head at the end there. So I'll give him a pass this time round. He gets another chance. But Jamsie, I'm pretty much finished with him now. Nah. I'll still laugh when he does something funny, but I don't like him. It's like that. And it's going to take something pretty big to redeem him. Pretty similar to Tam. You know how I ended up not being a fan of his at all. And then, just before the end of the show, the entire show, he did something very, very magnanimous and, you know, truly kind. First time he'd done something that he didn't really benefit. Well, he got something out of it. What was it? Did he get... I can't remember now. It's a while ago. But you know what I mean, don't you? Like, yeah. So, yeah, good luck, Jamsie. You've got your work cut out for you to get back in my good books, I'll tell you that. So, yeah, this was a decent two-parter. As I mentioned in part one, always interesting to see how sitcoms handle the subject of illness, you know, real things like cancer and what have you. They did well with it, I think. Yeah, they did a good job. They didn't take the easy, lazy route and just make it 28 minutes of taking the piss out of him for being bald and skinny. It was actually quite creative, the humour. I thought they did quite well, and they didn't just rely on using people with cancer to fill up the joke count. They didn't do that. I thought, you know, it was just business as usual. It was funny. So I think, you know, if you people who watched these episodes, these two parts, if you've had it yourself, I don't think you'd watch it and be like, oh, I don't like that. No. You know, nothing that you'd feel specifically targeting you out like that. Not that bothers me, you know, I don't buy into this offended bullshit and all that, but I'm just saying, you know, it didn't feel like they were doing that. The jokes, they were creative, and it wasn't lazy. And I mean, when he was, you know, he was lying in the bed without his the thing that he'd been wearing on his head, like a Russian hat. And then he's just bald, and then he puts it back on, and it's, you know, not on properly. That was funny. Yeah, I like this. I liked this. Yeah, it was very enjoyable, very funny. So I'm going to leave it there. So thanks for watching, and I will... Is there anything I need to tell you about? The poll's still going on the Patreon. It's public, so you'd have to be a paying member to get it. Just go to the Patreon and it'll be there on the public feed. Put your vote in. and we'll see where we end up. But I think it's pretty much confirmed now. Keeping Up Appearances is going to win, I think. Unless 3, maybe 4 people vote for One Foot in the Grave. Is that what? Yeah, One Foot in the Grave. It's 60. Oh, 25 votes now. 3 more people have voted. It's 60% to 40%. So there's still a chance. But yeah, that's the last one to be voted on, and then we'll have 3 brand new shows. So we've got, what have we got? We've got On the Buses and Blackadder, and probably Keeping Up Appearances, but it could still change. So yeah, go and vote on that. It's public, as I mentioned. You don't have to be a paying member to access it. And also, don't forget that we started a new series in Not Going Out on the Patreon, and you know, the Young Ones is still going strong. And as I mentioned yesterday, 2 Doors Down, might be bringing that back. I'm going to put a poll up about that, and if it gets voted in favour of bringing it back, then that'll end up coming back as well. Bad Education, the place to get that first will be the Patreon. So, yep, consider coming to join us. Don't forget, when you join, you get your first 7 days free. Unless you join the $1 tier, you just pay up front then, because it's, you know, it's the cheapest tier. It's $1 a month, so there's no free trial involved with that. But, you know, anything above the $1, you get you get a 7-day trial before you pay. So, yep, you can do that just to check it out. You don't have to pay. You know, just take the 7-day free trial and see what you think. What have you got to lose? You literally don't pay. And you can opt out at the end, you know. So come and have a trial. See what you think of it. Why don't you? Yeah, here's a thing. Why? I don't know if you'd be able to do it. Would it let you try every tier? Probably won't let you do that with the same email address. But maybe you could create a couple. I don't know. It's up to you, isn't it? It depends what you're after from the Patreon. But yeah, consider making a couple of email addresses to try a couple of different tiers. You could do that. Mind you, if it links you, do you have to put your bank details in when you start the trial? Because if it'll link that, won't it? Unless you've got 2 bank accounts. Yeah, come and take a free trial. It's a week free of exclusive content. You know, why not? What have you got to lose? Nothing at all, right? So come and take an opportunity and have a bit of fun. And I think that's everything covered. So yeah, so thanks for watching, and please like the video, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Good night.